What's up, everyone? Yep, it's your friend Moving Game Lover 98 here to show off my Thomas and Friends Home Media Collection stream. This time we'll be going from releases with Michael Brandon as the narrator, or aka some people's least favorite Thomas narrator of all time. But I just want to do this anyway because, because his birthday's passed by already, and I just wanted to do this because we don't know how long he's going to survive longer, Michael Brandon. So anyways, yep, hopefully you guys are welcome to join this, and anyone's welcome to join, but please, rules. If anyone's screen is not acting appropriate, like they're making inappropriate background noises, or they're showing me inappropriate stuff, or that other stupid BS unacceptable stuff, I cannot allow that person in the stream, or I'll have to kick them out. Yep, now that that's out of the way, let me go ahead and provide the link. Now that I got the rules out of the way, let me provide the link, and it will also be provided in the description as well of this stream. All right, now that the link is provided a few times, I did it 4 or 5 times. Let's go ahead and get started with this collection in this stream with doing Thomas Home Media releases with Michael Brandon as the narrator this time. But if some of you guys out there who are not a big fan of Michael Brandon, you're not surprised. Don't even join this stream if you don't like Michael Brandon. But Thomas fans who like Michael Brandon can join. So yep, to start this collection, none other than Steamies vs. Diesels. Sorry for one early, that's okay, PB Productions. Well, at least, hold on. Oh, so he's there. I guess I'll add him. Hopefully he doesn't cause me any problems, because I'm scared about that. But yep, Steamies vs. Diesels, the first Season 8 DVD to come out in North America. And I know this did get released also on VHS. Oh, what the hell? I'll just add him.
Hey there.
Hey, Mr. Peter. Welcome to the Thomas Home Media Collection stream. We're doing stuff with Michael Brandon as the narrator. Hopefully you're a big fan of the guy.
Yep, he's another great narrator. His episodes were shown on PBS Kids.
And also Sprout. But yes, we're doing Steamies vs. Diesels, the first mainstream release with Michael Brandon as the narrator.
Have that one. I'll go get my Michael Brandon releases right now and show.
Okay.
So, be back in a sec. Okay. Let's see. Okay, let's see. That's Season 8. Season 9. 10. Alrighty.
Yep. A decent amount ones. Yep.
Yeah, Steamies vs. Diesels. First.
Mine has the sticker on it because I got this brand new copy off eBay.
Oh, that's pretty rare. That's lucky.
That's a start. You're on the right track sheet right here. This one I put with Steamies vs. Diesels at the end because that was the latest video at that time on that sheet. Because when we get to the next release, which is Thomas and the Jet Engine, I'll show something similar.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Of course, the very first DVD released in Season 8, and of course, the Engine Roll Call debut.
Yep. Yep. But yeah, why is there a subtitle called Another Thomas Adventures? That's no episode called Steamies vs. Diesels. That's just the name of the release.
Yeah, name of the packaging.
Yeah, they should have just taken it off saying just Steamies versus Diesels, so that's just a home media release name. But
Right.
yep. And it's the first Thomas home media release to only feature 4 episodes instead of the usual 6 or 7.
Right, and then the series would premiere on PBS Kids on later that year, on September 4th, 2004.
I thought it was September 5th, 2004.
September 5th. Excuse me. Yeah, and then this DVD came out May 18th, 2004, just one day before Shrek 2 came out.
Yep. And
3 years after the first one.
Well, the first PBS Kids broadcast of Thomas season 8 came out. I think it was before Shark Tale hit theaters.
Yeah, it was like a month before Shark Tale.
Well, in the UK, it was before Shark Tale came out in the US. But yeah, Thomas the Jet Engine, we all know this came out after Steamies versus Diesels.
Right. That one, that of course has Alec Baldwin and Michael Brandon.
And Michael Brandon, but this is before Michael Brandon. They have the 3. At least this one, I like how it has the original Mike and Junior music, but Michael Brandon's narration is intact.
Right.
Unfortunately, this is the only Thomas TV that does that.
Right. And there's the disc.
I know yours didn't have the booklet. Did not have the booklet? I think it did. I don't know.
No, it didn't have the DVD guide or the booklet.
Mine has a booklet. It also comes with the Start Your Kids on the Right Track sheet because I got this brand new copy off eBay. Also got this brand new off of eBay. But yeah, my Steamies versus Diesels has a booklet. Yeah, I don't think it's worth. Yeah, mine also has the Start Your Kids on the Right Track sheet. This is also why I swapped the sheets around so I could have this one at Jet Engine at the farthest because that was the latest video at that time.
Right.
Yeah, I never want to get that stupid Lionsgate reprint of Thomas the Jet Engine because even though it's strange how they put the Making Tracks to Great Destinations logo on the side if you got the Lionsgate reprint, which I hate that Lionsgate. I hate the Lionsgate print of this release.
I bet.
Yep, Thomas the Jet Engine. We all know when this. Yeah, at least I know when I sorted them out when they came out. But yeah, it's Great Speed Engine. This one goes above Steamies versus Diesels.
This was Yep, having what?
This having more than the usual 4 episodes, the standard boring 4 episodes. This one has more than that.
This has 7 in total, and this is the very first release to use the Making Tracks to Great Destinations logo.
Yeah, even though it's strange, I don't know why Michael Brandon didn't do it on Steamies vs. Diesels DVD because this was before season 8. But this was after season 8 broadcasted on PBS Kids. It did.
Well, it's right after the first 2 airings. It's actually just a couple weeks after the first 2 airings.
So yep, these episodes were new to DVD before they hit television at that time.
Right. That's what. There's the disc. So yeah.
Yep, mine's not the Fox reprint if it's Great Speed Engine.
Right. So I should say all new episodes on these 3 releases.
Yeah, all of them, because then we eventually got those season 7 episodes with Michael Brandon's narration on TV, but they used the Robert Hartshorn score, but I like the Mike and Junior one better. Yeah. Because I like how it plays the music when it mess up, it makes a silly music cue like that, but they don't do that in the Robert Hartshorn score.
I see. Nice. And also for Steamies vs. Diesels, it's also kind of like, imagine if this could be like a sneak preview of this new version of Thomas coming to PBS Kids in the fall. Like when they show the Making Tracks to Great Destinations logo after the credits, that felt like a good sneak preview.
Yeah, but they didn't show that on the credits of Steamies vs. Diesels.
Yes, but imagine that though.
Yeah, and another thing I would have liked if they just took it off, if they swapped Halloween. Well, no. If they put Henry and the Wishing Tree on another Thomas DVD, but because Henry and the Wishing Tree, there's no Steamies versus Diesels rivalry in that episode.
Right.
I wish that and James Goes Too Far swapped places because there were two times James dealt with Diesels, but they were because you know how in James Goes Too Far.
Yep.
Well, James had to be told a lesson by Salty, and then he learned it by helping Diesel when he was feeling all depressed and broke down.
Right. Mm-hmm. Correct.
So I would have loved if just James Goes Too Far and Henry and the Wishing Tree swapped places put this on Steamies versus Diesels and put Henry and the Wishing Tree on here.
That would be good, but oh well.
But I guess the fans wanted to see an episode with Henry before it aired on TV, so that's why they put Henry and the Wishing Tree on DVD first.
Right.
And I'm pretty sure this DVD came out after Shark Tale hit theaters. Or this was before Shark.
No, it was before. It was because that was still in September of 2004.
Okay, so this was before Shark Tale hit theaters.
Like right before.
Okay, so I think in October 2004 is when Shark Tale came out.
Right, and in the beginning of it came out beginning of October, October 1st.
Okay, so this DVD came out 10 days before. Yeah, 9, 10 days, because there's only 30 days in September, so before
Right.
September, so 9 days, the September the 30th. So yes, 10 days before Shark Tale came out in theaters.
Right, and a few days before PBS airing 3 Personality aired.
Yep, that would be episode airing. Well, PBS Kids airing number 3 with the episodes James Gets a New Coat and a Thomas Saves the Day season 8 version.
And Best Dressed Engine. And
Yep. But it's strange that came out on PBS Kids before we got the Best Dressed Engine Robert Hartshorn score with Michael Brandon on DVD before that.
That's right. Yep, I have my Thomas document pulled up here so we can explain the air dates. It was
there is Hooray for Thomas.
I think that's the first season 7 release episode, and I think the new episodes on that DVD are Edward's Brass Band, Refreshment Lady Stand, and Renaissance and the Roller Coaster, and the grand opening. So 4 new episodes on there.
So yeah, Hooray for Thomas would be on a season 9. It would be a season 9 or season 8 airing for Hooray for Thomas, the Michael Brandon dub with Robert Hartshorn's score.
Right, of course. 4 episodes released that DVD first, of course, and then the episodes were there. And the episodes were aired with season 9 on PBS Kids later that year in 2005.
But yeah, and of course, I think this one makes it. The only thing they had to do with this release is just take out the old intro. No, the new series intro and used the old series intro. Because you know how at the end of every single episode they play the name board sequences in between instead of the engine transmission scenes, despite the season 8 theme song is playing in this DVD.
Right.
And when you go to the menu after the program's over, it plays the classic series theme.
Right. I hope to get that DVD soon. Hopefully to find it maybe at a thrift store or something, or maybe I'll get it online sometime. There's the disc and the DVD guide.
Yep, it also has the thing with Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood thing inside.
Wait, there actually is a Mr. Rogers ad inside? So you're saying there's like a PBS ad or something?
It's just an advertisement for the DVDs coming out later that year.
Oh.
But I just have that Mr. Rogers, It's a Beautiful Day collection on DVD, but yeah.
So, wait, Anchor Bay released that too? Or
Yeah, this was before they switched it over to just PBS.
Right. Yeah, no problem.
Hooray for Thomas is... They almost got this right. They almost got it good. They just had to take out the new series intro and end credits and replace it with the classic one because they play the name board sequences in between. Despite all these use the Robert Hartshorn score in the episodes themselves.
Right. It was
next week. And now Thomas' Story Celebration.
We go on to the 2 season 8 releases after airing on PBS Kids.
Yeah, Thomas' Story Celebration. Yes, released a month. Well, this was a month and a few days after Hooray for Thomas home media release came out.
Right, it's in a red case, and of course, has Thomas Saves the Day, Don't Tell Thomas, Fish, Halloween, Spin, James School, and Thomas and the Circus. All includes the scene on PBS Kids.
Already new to PBS Kids already because this DVD came out in 2005. I noticed that's a Fox reprint on yours, but mine's not a Fox reprint.
Oh, hey, wait. Mine's a Fox reprint? Oh, good point.
Yeah, because I can see the white logo on the boiler of Thomas.
Yeah, good point. Well, it has the same previews and same everything, though.
Oh, I thought it was going to be a reprint where at the Calling Legends trailer at the beginning.
It does have the Calling Legends trailer.
But other than that, everything's the same. Oh, Toss of Wheels fan number 1000 says, hello, movie and game lover 98. Hello, Toss of Wheels fan number 1000.
Howdy.
Yep. Toss of Story Celebration. Yeah.
Right.
I remember getting this I got this for Easter when I was a kid, but then the whole cover art got spilt with milk, so I had to throw it away. But luckily, this one is in better shape.
Nice, and it's great to be an engine. I think I mentioned that this was my very first Thomas DVD I've had as a kid.
Yep. That's cool. I never had it growing up as a kid, and I wanted it so bad. Mine has a weird error. Which DVD are you referring to, Toss of Wheels fan number 1000? You're saying in the live chat. I don't know what he's referring to, but I think he's talking about his copy is the original disc, but for some reason it does play the Calling Legends trailer.
Yeah. And next up,
songs from the station, of course.
It has 2 episodes from PBS Kids. It has Thompson Tuba from the first PBS airing Sounds. Of course, the first one to air on PBS Kids. And it has Thomas and Firework Display from the 6th PBS airing, Responsibility, which is my favorite airing.
Yep, the sister episode would be Gordon Takes Charge, and the Bill Ben Fergus episode would be the season 7 episode in between.
Right, well, yeah, because Thomas and Firework Display and Bill Ben Fergus are the new episodes on that one. Because Gordon Takes Charge is already on It's Great to Be an Engine, of course.
All right.
And also includes my favorite learning segment, Thomas trundles out of the station.
Yeah, they have to put some words that trundles Thomas's name, like so they have to use T words in Thomas's pulls out of the station.
Right.
I don't know what they do for Emily's pulling out of the station because they never released the Emily one on physical media. They only did Henry's, Percy's, and Thomas's. Well, no, just Henry's and Percy's, and that's it.
Yeah, because I really wish they could have done Thomas's. And also for the PBS airing Responsibility, I think that might have been the first PBS airing I might have watched, maybe, I think.
I think I watched it a few times on that VHS recorded over. It also has that learning segment where Thomas chooses the right bridge to help Thomas pull the sailing boat over underneath it.
That's right. They could have put that on this release too. Imagine that.
But no, this is just a sing-along release, so Hit Entertainment said no.
Yeah, like that would have been great to make it ultimate because.
Yep. And Toss of Wheels fan number 1000 says it's been a long time since you went live. Well, it's been a few days actually. I was doing a Hangout stream and then I waited a while till my thing reset back to 0.
And it's cool that these releases have hit extras too.
Yep, they have I watched the Wiggle hit extra episode Haircut on this DVD. It was really good.
Yeah, and that was the next episode. That was the next episode to air after Wiggle Opera, which is on this DVD.
It's cool that they released these at the right time on the exact same year, but they just put the episodes separately.
Right, and those episodes were seen on Playhouse Disney.
Oh yeah, those were seen on Playhouse Disney, but I like to rank all these songs. Obviously, the Ode to Gordon song is my favorite of all time.
Right.
We all know the engine roll calls on every release, so
because that's the closing song.
Well, but also Ode to Gordon and A World Around You are my favorite songs on this release. But ranking all the way, all the other 7, Emily I have to put all the way at the bottom of the list because the reasons why is because I like her extended version on this release much better than on Trackstars.
Slash on PBS.
Yeah, the short version is also on PBS Kids. That's also I don't know if they put the season 8 extended songs on PBS Kids airings. I don't know if they did.
No, they didn't. They just put the short ones. Same thing with the season 9 ones. But I think when they aired season 11 and 12 episodes, I think they might have put the extended ones on those ones.
Yep, that song's from the station all done. Now let's go to Percy Saves the Day, which
the only season 7 DVD I have.
Yeah, the other ones are easy to find, but really Prevention's good luck. It's going to be tricky because you have to look for that for a good price in a sticker case, which when we get to that later. But Percy Saves the Day. Why couldn't they just called it the name of the release, but just switch it to Percy Gets It Right in Other Adventures? Because even though they could have been called that Percy Saves the Day, they just left it as a different name.
Right.
But they just called the name of the release Percy Saves the Day. But anyway.
And the newest episode on here is Something Fishy. That's the newest episode here. But then the rest of the episodes were shown on PBS Kids with season 8 episodes, of course.
Yep, there's the one I'm talking about, Bill, Ben, and Fergus. That's on PBS Kids airing number 6, Responsibility, with the season 8 episodes Fire Display and Gordon Takes Charge.
Yep. So yeah, that's right. My favorite.
And the Trusty Rusty is on the PBS Kids airing with Halloween and You Can Do It, Toby.
Right. Well. That's right. Let me see.
Yes, it is. Yeah,
I could tell. So, Trusty Rusty. Well, Halloween and Trusty Rusty are the newest episodes on that one since You Could Do It, Toby aired after being released on Straight to Be an Engine first.
Oh, well, I guess that means these two are new, but yeah.
Yep.
And
that's right.
And then Something Fishy I did not used to like as a kid because I don't know why the people at Shepperton Studios changed Thomas's back tail lamp when he's after the accident occurred. Why couldn't they just left his tail lamp normal? Like, I don't know who's the writer of Something Fishy, and I was like saying, come on, writer of Something Fishy, can't you just leave Thomas's back tail lamp the way it was? And this season 7 release came up before Calling All Engines was released on physical media.
Yeah, because that was released right around the time season 9 came along.
This came out the end of July 2005, so about a month and a few days before season 9 came out with Calling All Engines.
Yeah, so this is the last release of 2005.
Yeah, and I have an extra booklet which I unfortunately cannot ship to you, which is a shame. Even though I know yours doesn't have a booklet, because I don't know. I need 2 booklets in this
Well,
because it makes. I guess if one gets too damaged, I'll just throw it away and just keep a backup.
well, it doesn't matter if mine has a booklet or not.
I mean, it'll just yeah. I mean, I like when it has a booklet because I like to have stuff complete in box. But yeah. All right, now here's Calling All Engines. Everyone, I know it's some people's least favorite Thomas special, just model Thomas movie of all time.
Yeah, that I don't have because I just have stuff from the actual series, like from like regular TV episodes.
Just not this one. You can try and find. I mean,
yeah, I'm sure I'm sure I've seen it at thrift stores before. I might get it or I might not. We'll see. I might. Maybe I'll get it.
This never aired on. I think this might have aired on TV, but they cut it down to 40 minutes because the reasons why, because they didn't want to include the learning segments. But on DVD, unfortunately, if you get this on VHS, you'll have to sit through the learning segments. But on DVD, you can skip the learning segments.
That's all right. Well, also, I don't think PBS Kids aired that special.
I thought it did because I mean, I watched this one particular video on YouTube saying, "Hey, they have a 40-minute cut of this special, but didn't include the learning segments."
Oh well, I never thought. I just thought PBS Kids never aired that. I thought that was only just made for DVD.
Yeah, this came out exclusive, straight to DVD and VHS. But some people said the file said this was produced in some point in summer of 2005 before this officially released in September of 2005. Because I guess maybe that's the reasons why that the first episode of season 9 aired in September 2005 after this DVD was produced in July 2005.
Right. Yeah, because PBS number 14, Colors, which is the first season 9 airing, that aired just a year after the first PBS airing did, September 4th, 2005.
Maybe that's a judge, but yeah. And yeah, another thing I'd like to bring up with Calling All Engines, at least the DVD, you can stay away from the dream songs. If they put that on the VHS, I would have been so upset. I would have to sit through those annoying lyrics. Because they always repeat the same 2 lyrics in these ones where they get to the engine's nightmares.
Oh. Yeah.
Like how they get to Edward's one when they sing Who's That, Who's That? Yeah, the Dream Song I would stay away from. I think I'd say stay away from Dream Song.
Yeah, no problem.
But at least they didn't put it in the actual special. You could just watch the dream scene itself.
Right. And also, here's the next DVD I have.
Well, next week, Track Stars.
The last season 8 release.
Why did they take so long to make this DVD release in early 2006 when they could just released it before Calling All Engines?
Right, and and all these episodes are seen on PBS Kids. Two of these are let me see. I know there's some from the same airings.
Thomas Gets It Right and As Good as Gordon are one particular one. That's the PBS Kids broadcast. I remember seeing an early morning on Saturday morning, and I got halfway, and the episode did not show the PBS Kids logo. I was like, where's that logo, please? I'm halfway through the episode.
So yeah, Thomas Gets It Right and
As Good as Gordon.
They're from PBS airing number 9, Patience, and then for I think the Percy's Big Mistake and
Thomas Emily and the Snowplow.
They're from number 4, Listening.
Yeah, but yes, I can understand some people hate Thomas Emily and the Snowplow because people say that they cannot stand Emily being bossy to Thomas and she won't learn to shut up.
Yeah, I just think, I don't really have, for some Thomas episodes, I don't think I have a least favorite Thomas episode. I don't think it's just that I just don't care for the CGI Thomas anymore. It's just that I just love the whole model series nowadays.
Well, yeah, but this Emily, we got 3 Emily Spotlight episodes on this release. Yeah. One where she's nice, but some reason she's rude in 2 episodes.
Yeah, sometimes she could lose patience. But anyway, so yeah.
Because her character, she looks like in season 8, is how she acts like Lucy from Peanuts.
Right.
like compare this with Emily being bossy to another engine from a clip from Peanuts when Lucy's being all bossy to Charlie Brown.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Anyways, here's the disc.
Mine's an unfortunate Fox reprint, but it still plays the original content, so I don't really need another disc.
Right. And then. That's right. Okay. now we're done with season 8. Now let's move on to
Toss the Road of Vengeance is next.
Oh, Tom's
It
really
was the
the new that at least has 3 new episodes, which are that would be A Bad Day at Castle Rock, The Runaway Elephant, and Oliver the Snow Engine. Those are the 3 new episodes.
These ones came out after on PBS Kids airings. Toby and the Windmill. Like I said, the airing is Shapes.
That's right. Along with Thomas and the Statue and Henry and the Flagpole.
And yep, Toss the Search for Fergus. It's on the PBS Kids Bravery airing on PBS Kids.
The episode is technically called Fergus Breaks the Rules.
Yeah, on the TV, but I don't know why Hit Entertainment changed it to a longer title on the DVD.
So yeah, from number 24, Bravery, which along with Bold and Brave and Skarloey the Brave.
And then James the Queen of Sodor, a specific season 8 or 9 PBS Kids airing.
Usually Queen of Sodor. Oh, definitely from season 8. That's from number 5, Surprises.
Yep.
Along with Don't Tell Thomas and Emily's New Route.
Yep, and the Really Brave Vengeance. Why does that say in other ventures? Take that off, please. Hit Entertainment. There's no episode called Toss the Really Vengeance. That's just the name of the home media release.
Yeah, like this name of the package. That I don't have either, but I hope to find soon.
Like I said, good luck finding it. It's going to be a lot of money. I found a deal with this one in a thick case for over $30. Dude, I cannot purchase that much.
That's how like DVDs used to cost, like back in the late 90s, early 2000s, possibly. Depends on what the store was. Well,
I mean, if I could have just gotten this back for my birthday in 2006, along with Tales from the Tracks, which actually is coming up next right now.
Yeah, same here.
At least like the VHS don't get of Really Brave Vengeance. That's also expensive.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. And of course, this is first season 9 airing, and this was released in May of 2006, just around the time Over the Hedge came out, and a month before Cars came out.
And this was actually a while before. This was actually 2 weeks, or no, 2 weeks and a few days before Cars came out, because this came out May 23rd, 2006 on VHS and DVD. This is also rare to find on VHS.
And 4 days after Over the Hedge came out.
Yep. That would be May 19th that Over the Hedge came out.
Correctamundo. And around the time DVD was released, I'm sure season 9 still airing repeats on PBS.
Yeah, this was before season 10 airings came out, so they just did rerun season.
Of course, season 8 and 9. And around the time, Learning Curve and Amtrak were supporting Thomas on PBS Kids, of course.
Yep, and the episodes we got the Keeping Up with James and Flower Power on the last season 9 airing of PBS Kids of Thomas.
That would be seasons, and then
I think the mini episode was Edward's Brass Band. I think no. I think it was a different episode.
Edward's Brass Band from Hooray for Thomas. That aired. Oh, when it first aired, let me see.
Yeah. Marissa, the live chat says hi. Hello to Marissa, the Lego Movie 2 fan 2024. Anyway, but I do know the Magic Lamp is on the PBS Kids airing day and night with Thomas Tries His Best, which is right here, and the Michael Brandon dub of No Sleep for Cranky.
Correct. Too bad they didn't release any of the season 8 redubs of Michael Brandon. The season 6 redubs of Michael Brandon on physical media.
But they did do. But at least they did an Alec Baldwin version of But anyway, we're just doing with Michael Brandon, even though there is some releases that will include other narrators. But anyway, and also Tom's Birthday Picnic and Tuneful Toots are on a specific season 9 PBS Kids airing.
That would be number 17, Celebration.
Yep,
and I think that aired the day Sprout was launched.
I think Sprout launched in sometime in late 2005.
Yeah, in September 2005. I think it was September 25th, 2005 when that was launched, and that's the day that PBS airing aired. So all 2005 episodes, of course. Anyways, there's the disc.
Yep, every disc is the same. If you know how the Lionsgate print of Tales from the Tracks, the globe on the Hit Entertainment logo is more brighter, just like the one on the spine, but this one is gray because it means it's the original release.
Right.
When we get to come ride the rails later, we'll see something interesting when I show you something later. But yeah, Tales from the Tracks, DVD's easy to find, but don't try to get the VHS if you can risk it.
No, I'm fine with the DVD counterpart. And speaking of Tales, speaking of Come Around the Rails, that's the next one.
Well, actually have On Site with Thomas. I got to show that first because
I'm
trying to show releases in order.
Yeah, go ahead. You can show yours first. And that's the only release to use the day and night segments shown on seasons 9 through 12 of PBS Kids.
Well, actually, seasons 9 through 11 because they used the shortened version of Thomas, the shortened version on season 12. Yeah, On Site with Thomas is a nice release. Yeah, it's strange how they used the 2 snapshots from the pilot Jack in the Pack series episodes, even though we just saw those on New Friends for Thomas, but with Michael Angelis's narration.
Right.
Yep. And I know a lot of people I don't know why some people hate Percy's scary tale. I think I hate the episode itself, On Site with Thomas, more. No, I don't want to say I hate the whole episode. I just hated the ending. The ending was so bad.
Oh, man.
Because I hated when Miss Jenny was especially pissed at everyone, but why would they involve Jack and Alfie in this? Come on, stupid Hit Entertainment. I should say just Hit Entertainment, because I don't know who's the writer of the actual Pack episodes, because it's just Hit Entertainment.
Mm-hmm. Too bad Hit Entertainment went out of business.
Yeah, because Mattel bought their company, but yeah.
Mattel, they did.
Yep, and then next we have Thomas's Halloween Adventures. I'm still trying to get the glow in the dark just normal Anchor Bay 2008 non-glittery slipcover.
Excuse me for a second. I'm going to grab my copy of that.
Yeah, there's only one Brandon episode on this release, which is just repurposed from Really Brave Engines, Bad Day at Castle Lock.
Right. And
all episodes are definitely have been previously released on other stuff.
So. Right, and it's got a couple episodes from Shining Time Station and I think one from Fox Family, Storytime with Thomas, and I think one from Thomas and the Jet Engine as well.
Yeah, though 2 of them are from Thomas and the Jet Engine home media release, which are Scaredy Engines and First in the Haunted Mine.
That's right. So 2 from Thomas and the Jet Engine, and let's see, I think 4 from Shining Time Station.
Yep, those being these 4 right here with George Carlin's narration.
Right. And I think it's got 2 from Fox Family from Storytime with Thomas.
Yep. And the Fogman. Hold on. And the Fogman. What?
Oh, Gordon the Gremlin. I think. Hold on. I think that was. Hold on. I think that was on Fox Family. I think. Or wait. Gordon the Gremlin. Might have been on. It might have been on VHS or something.
It was on VHS, it was on VHS and Trackside Tunes.
And Gordon the Gremlin, that aired on Fox Family first. So that and Haunted Henry they were on Fox Family first. Storytime with Thomas. Yeah, so I was correct. I was just checking my document to make sure.
Yep, and like I said, there's only one Brandon episode on this since we're doing stuff with Michael Brandon. That even though he does narrate the Island of Sun introduction and all that stuff,
looks like it only has Bad Day for Castle Lock.
All the rest are Carlin and Baldwin.
Right. From Shining Time Station / Fox Family.
And now here's Come Ride the Rails.
There's a disc for my copy.
Well, I know. Like I said, I think I know what I'm going to do so I can have 2 copies of the original Thomas's Halloween Adventures from 2006.
Right.
I'm pretty sure it has the original 2006 underneath the 2008 non-glittery anchor-based slipcover. Yeah, now here's Come Ride the Rails, which luckily mine's not the Lionsgate print, thank God. I also have this and the other 2 in Steam Engine stories.
But mine is the Lionsgate reissue, actually, when I found it at FYE.
Oh yeah,
it's got a preview for Thomas and for Hero of the Rails. It's got previews for a couple CGI stuff at Thomas.
But this one has the original Hit Entertainment one. This is the last Thomas one, as far as I know, to feature Wiggles sneak peeks in a Thomas DVD. Because after that, they switched over to different stuff.
Yeah, well, yeah, after that, because after the last 2 releases of the Wiggles from Hit Entertainment, they moved on to Warner Brothers Home Video with Sam, and then to End Circle.
Yeah, for some reason, those ones also did the stupid Sam and that other girlish yellow Wiggle who replaced Sam and Greg. Because Emma. I actually forgot. Emma. We know Emma, but I'm talking about a different girl.
Yeah. because the Wiggles, there's
God
8.
damn it! I don't know. I don't know the next yellow female Wiggle that took over when Emma retired. I don't know that one's. I don't know how to say that other female yellow Wiggle's name.
Right.
But her era reminds me of that stupid BS All Engines Go. Right. The Emma era reminds me of Blubba's series.
Right. And also the Wiggles, they have 8 members in the group now.
Double the amount of the usual 4. But yeah.
Right.
Thomas come right the rails. It's
Anthony's daughter is the other blue Wiggle now.
Yeah, that being his daughter, Lucia Field.
Right. I'm sure she's a nice person though.
Yeah. I mean, she's nice, but I will admit, the episode Saving Edward and Toss the Golden Eagle were on the second to last season 9 PBS Kids airing.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Let's explain the airings. Sorry. Yeah. Let's explain what they're from. I'll go back to the season 9 column. Okay, so Molly Special and Respect for Gordon. They're from PBS airing number 16, Respect. And then let's see.
Emily Knows Best. Which is on a specific PBS Kids airing along with its sister episode Thomas's Day Off and the mini episode Gordon Takes a Tumble, Michael Brandon Dub.
Yeah, Emily's Knows Best, that's from number 22, Pride. And then Saving Edward, that's from...
And Toss the Golden Eagle.
Yeah, both from number 25, Loyalty. And then Renaissance and the Dinosaur, that's from PBS airing number... It's from number 18, Achievement, along with Thomas and the Toy Shop.
Even though they should have put Toby Feels Left Out in place of Renaissance and the Dinosaur, because come on, why is the museum already open in Renaissance and the Dinosaur, but Sir Tom had announced this in Toby Feels Left Out, it'll be opening soon. Couldn't it just be better if Thomas the Toy Shop and Toby Feels Left Out were on that PBS Kids airing and put Renaissance and the Dinosaur with Thomas and the New Engine on another one? Because speaking of that, here comes Milkshake Muddle now with some people say it's their least favorite season 9 release because not only because the menu's lazy, I'll warn you, lazy menu.
Yeah, like there's no bonus features at all. It just has a sneak peek at Wow Wow Wubsy on DVD.
Yeah, I respect both of us should respect other people's opinions. I don't like Wow Wow Wubsy.
I mean, it's decent in my opinion. I mean, it has Grey Delisle voicing Wubsy.
But yep, here's Toss's Milkshake. Well, the Milkshake Muddle DVD, rather. It has the episode itself, Milkshake Muddle.
And I think it's the last Michael Brandon DVD I have that's in a slim case, because you probably should have had a few in a slim case.
Yeah, I like these thicker cases better. They're easier for me to hold in my hands. I told you before one of my last stream. Yeah, I think it was my last stream. I told you how I like these Disney books where I like they're medium-sized books and they have the Mickey ears on the spine. They're perfect to hold in my hands. These thicker cases are easier for me to hold in my hands, so I don't fear dropping them.
Right. Yeah. And also, for Milkshake Muddle, that's from number 15, Caring.
Along with Mighty Mac, the episode.
Yep, and then it doesn't list the episodes on the back, but
yeah, the first Thomas episodic released in chronological order to not list the episodes on the back for some stupid reason. And 20th Century Fox didn't do that. Even when Lionsgate and Universal, they don't even list the episodes on their releases anymore.
Yeah, bullshit.
At least their menus on Lionsgate and Universal releases are not as bad as Fox ones.
Right. The next one is
Trusty Friends.
Oh.
And Trusty Friends.
Oh.
Let me show my releases. Trusty Friends. I think this one's a step above On Site with Toss. I think I'm going to get... This is my only thing. If I upgrade this to a double feature, I'll just have all the pack releases in one.
Yeah, because I think there's a 2-in-1 release, I think.
Yeah, well, it has this and its prequel On Site with Thomas, which I'm going to absolutely get. But I think what I'll do is just have them with booklets, because I have the booklets for them, is put them in the double feature by Universal.
Well, DVD guides, you should say.
Well, they're booklets, rather, because they have pages.
Yeah, I still say DVD guide. Well, this one what?
Well, yeah, this one's got the booklets, right? At least when I get the Universal one, I can just replace the artwork. I'll just get the Universal double feature of this in On Site with Thomas, but I'll put On Site with Thomas on top.
Okay. All right. And
so this is my only Thomas double feature. If I get this in a double feature with its prequel, On Site with Thomas. But I'll still put On Site with Thomas on the top, rather, because I'll put their DVD guides in order of when they originally came out. But I'll make sure which one to watch first after Tales of the Tracks is On Site with Thomas. But yeah. Trusty Friends. I think I like that one a little bit more than On Site. But yeah, now here's Carnival Capers. First,
the only season 10 release.
All season 10 release, episodic release in America, because after that they just show seasons 9 and 10 on one particular release. But yeah, Carnival Capers has 2 bad episodes that some people hate, which are, say it with me, Edward Strikes Out and Tosses Frosty Friend, the worst episodes.
Well, I have no opinion on them, unfortunately, but okay, so Edward Strikes Out. Let me see. Let's see Edward Strikes Out. Let's see what PBS airing it's from.
Because it's almost close to the 33 one with Big Strong Henry and Sticky Taffy Toss, even though they should have swapped places.
Hold on. I'm reading them right now, so.
But I do know that Percy and the Carnival was on PBS Kids number 28.
No, 29. That's
29.
No, you're right. 28. Excuse me, 28.
It is 28. But Toss the Jet Plane, which never got on DVD. Toss the Jet Plane.
Right. That's from Connections. All right. Let's see. So.
And then Green Controllers on PBS Kids airing number 29.
That's Clues.
With Duncan Drops a Clanger, which that never released on DVD either.
Right.
I'm surprised the UK version of this release has more episodes than the US one.
Right. And as for Ezra Strikes Out that you don't like, that's from number 35, Big and Small.
They should have swapped numbers places with the other PBS Kids airing, which luckily Big Strong Henry was put on DVD after this. So,
right. And so what's the other episode you didn't like from this release?
Frosty Friend, Toss's Frosty Friend, where Toss is being so stupid in this episode. Why can't he just realize that stone was just a balloon?
Right, and that's from the next airing, number 6, Favorite Places.
Wait. Oh yeah, it is 36. After the one with Edward Strikes Out, 36.
Right. Yep, and then of course starting with season 10, the in between episode would be removed and only 2 would be featured.
Yeah, because I guess the Hit Entertainment didn't have the budget to do a season 7 or 6 one between 10 ones, so they took them away.
Yeah, that's stupid.
I guess they didn't have a budget to do it, but yeah. Carnival Capers, I recommend this. Well, I know yours doesn't have a slip cover. Mine's got a slip cover, but I need to replace it. This one's got a badly faded spine on one of them.
Yeah, well, it doesn't matter if my copies have slip covers or not. As long as I have the releases, I'm good.
But yep. Next up, we go into Toy Workshop, where for some reason this is the only one This is the season 9 episodic release where Michael Brand doesn't even say the titles aloud for some reason.
Right. Yeah, Thompson's Toy Workshop. So it's got Thomas and Statue and Henry the Flagpole from PBS airing number 21, Shapes.
Yep. With the mini episode from season 7, Toby's Windmill.
Right.
And then we got Bold and Brave, which is on the airing Bravery,
which is 24.
Yep. And then Toss Toy Workshop, the episode itself is on that area. Yep. And then the last 2 person, the Oil Painting and Toss the Rainbow from number 14,
which is Colors. Of course, the first 2 season 9 episodes.
Yep. Toss the Toy Workshop. I'm disappointed that all these episodes were not said aloud. Their titles were not said aloud. Unlike when they were on TV, Michael Brandon did say their titles aloud. But luckily for Toss the Statue and Toss the Rainbow, he does say them aloud. And on a particular Hit Favorites DVD that does have Toss the Rainbow, Michael Brandon does say the title aloud.
Right. So, one of the Hit Favorites?
Yeah, I think it's the Summertime Fun one where.
Was it in the style of like the Sunny Side Up show from Sprout, where they had those Sunny Side Up show segments, that kind, or no?
No, it's just the 2008 release Summertime Fun. Just the release Summertime Fun, but yeah, Toss the Treasure, the first Thomas release of 2008. We would go to Ultimate Christmas, but that one doesn't have Brandon. We're going straight to Toss the Treasure.
Right, and
then I'm going to show Mud Glorious before we get to after that. I'm going to show Mud Glorious Mud before Engines and Escapades, because I don't know why Anchor Bay messed up with their. And 20th Century Fox, but yeah.
And as for Carnival Capers, this is the last release to have learning segments.
And it's the only all season 10 release to have learning segments in between the program. Look, all the season 9 ones. But also Toy Workshop was the only season 9 episodic release to not have learning segments in between the episodes.
Right, and this one does not have learning segments either. Anyways, but anyway, so I think it's got 2 from season 9.
Like this one contains I think that all the season 10 ones are all separate, so I guess I'll have to save them in like we know the Toss's Day Off episode with Dennis is from with the Emily Knows Best and the Pride airing, along with the Gordon Takes a Tumble, Michael Brandon dub.
Correct.
And then Seeing the Sights would be on number, I think that was before season airing number 33. So that would be 32 if I'm correct. With Seeing the Sights and Fearless Freddy. Or no, I think Seeing the Sights was on. No, because
Seeing the Sights, that was on PBS airing 31 special days, and Fearless Freddy was on 32 old and new.
Okay, so it was with the sister episode. It's Good to Be Gordon, Seeing the Sights, but we never got It's Good to Be Gordon on DVD, unfortunately. I'm glad that they never released that or Henry's Happy Call on DVD. Even though I would have loved to see most of the more missing episodes on US DVDs, but for some reason Mattel and Hit Entertainment didn't do that. And the Toss the Treasure, the episode itself is towards the end of the season 10 airings, which would be number 39.
39, Discovery, along with Missing Cars.
Which is on Mud Glorious Mud DVD, which is coming up next in a sec. And Duncan's Bluff is on the PBS Kids airing before that.
Right, and
38 with Toss the Birthday Mail, which...
Yep.
And then Scarloey the Brave is also on the Bravery PBS Kids airing.
Right.
Along with the Bold and Brave, and then Toss's Day. Well, I already did it. And then yes, Big Strong Henry's on the airing called. What's it? Shapes? No, it's not Shapes and Sizes, isn't it? I forget the airing. I forgot the airing was Big Strong Henry. Well, which airing Big Strong Henry was on with Sticky Taffy Thomas.
That's. I'll explain that. I got on the list. It is.
Well, it's number 33, yes.
Imagination. That's the area. Imagination.
Which never got Sticky Taffy Thomas on DVD at all. I wish they could have put it on. Think about it, because I like how Thomas dreams he was a jet plane, like Jeremy. At least they made a Trackmaster version of Jet Plane Thomas, technically. Mm-hmm. So I don't have to make a custom Thomas jet plane from Sticky Taffy Thomas at all.
Right. And also for season 10, that didn't have any PBS fundings.
Yeah, I don't know why PBS didn't do that.
But
next we go to Mud Glorious Mud, which I want to show first because this should have released the same time as Percy Takes the Plunge and Trackside Tunes DVD releases.
If Percy Takes the Plunge, that would be Daisy.
Yeah, and Trackside Tunes is just the shortened of Thomas's Trackside Tunes, but it's just simply called Trackside Tunes. But Mud Glorious Mud, it does have 3 Brandon episodes on this, which does have the Not So Hasty Cakes, but on this DVD it's called Thomas and the Avalanche, but on TV it's called Not So Hasty Cakes.
That's right. So Mud Glorious Mud.
Yep. This should release March 4th, 2008 on DVD instead of May 6th, because this DVD just turned already, 16 years old.
Oh, so Mud Glorious Mud. Wait, I thought that was released May 6th.
Yeah, but I'm showing it before because this should have been released after Toss the Treasure. Because also the reasons why is because this is like Toss the Treasure, where they do play after the number 2 episodes, they play a song after that, and then they play another song after the next set of 2 episodes.
Right.
Before the engine roll call.
Right. Hope to find that DVD soon, and that's pretty much the last model series. Well, not the last model series. It's just the last one to be released with a new episode, because the newest one was the Alec Baldwin redub of A Friend in Need.
Yeah, other than that, everything seems to be the same, but Not So Hasty Cakes was on a specific season 8 or 9 PBS Kids airing.
Right, and Mud Glorious, I think that has 1 Shine Time Station episode.
Yep, the Edward Trevor and the Releaseful Party dub of George Carlin, which yes, it's on the All's Fair Shine Time Station episode of season
2.
Season 2. I thought it was season 3. Okay.
It aired 2 days after Christmas of 1991.
And the Mud Glorious Mud and the Missing Cars episode, but Michael Brandon says Missing Cars aloud, even though the word freight is in the title for some reason. Right. That's PBS Kids airing on the same one as Toss the Treasure, number
39, Discovery.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Sorry, I was just getting my phone charger.
No problem.
So I like to waste my battery. At least I know I'm still at Glorious Mud, which should have been released at the same time as the Daisy retitle DVD Percy Takes the Plunge.
Right.
They should have released all Anchor Bay releases should have been released in March 4th, 2008. Engine Suspect should have been released
in March 4th. Yep, March 4th, 2008. That's my 5th birthday.
Yep, this TV. Yeah, Mud Glorious Mud. Also, this is the last one overall to feature the 910 variant of Engine Roll Call at the end of the program, and the last to use the cartoon style menu.
Right, and the last one, and I think the last one to use the season 8 intro.
Well, yeah, but eventually it come back on other Thomas releases. But yeah, here's Engines and Escapades, and when we get to the full CGI ones, I know you'll have to don't want to see those too much. So I'll just scroll through.
You can still show them.
Well, anyway, okay, but yeah, Engines and Escapades. This is the
model series finale. Well, that's what I like to call this.
Engines Escapades. This should have released after Mud Glorious Mud. They should have swapped dates.
Right.
And I'm actually not offended with Best of Percy releasing before Best of Toss, because the reasons why Anchor Bay did Best of Percy before Best of Toss is because all the episodes focus on Percy, but for some reason Thomas, James, and Gordon, they didn't get it almost right.
And Best of Percy was the last one to be released on VHS only.
Yeah, because Best of Toss and James were the first 2 episodic ones to be VHS and DVD at the same time.
Right. What were you going to say before that?
And I wish this one could release May 2008 instead of March, because then it makes sense to watch this after Mud Glorious Mud and then go straight to the Great Discovery after that. But after that, unfortunately, no Great Discovery will be shown because that's Pierce Brosnan, but we're only doing Michael Brandon stuff only.
Right. And looks like you have the original release. Well, mine's the 2010 reprint.
I'm still trying to get the 2010 reprint, but just put the Valentine's Day cards into this original 2008 release.
Nice. And there's the disc. Yep, and this is the only release to use the author's message, Dear Christopher moment, shown on PBS Kids. The season 9 version.
Yeah, because in the season 8 one, the narrator, the Nigel Plaskett narration talks faster in the season 8 one, but in seasons 9 through 12, I think 12 did that too. He speaks a little bit slower.
Yeah, well, 12 used the same Dear Christopher moment as season 9, 10, 11.
Yeah, 9 through 11, basically, but yeah. Because it has... Yeah, we all know the forward message from the Toss, Tangent, and Row series books, so I don't want to read it out here, but yeah, this is the only Thomas Model series release episodic DVD to do that. None of the others before this did that.
Yep, and like I said, this release marks the Model series finale, of course.
Yeah, unfortunately, we have to go on to Hybrid Season 12, because I skipped this, because we can't do Great Discovery, because that's Pierce Brosnan, so we showed these.
So that's Season 12.
Yep, I'm not going to explain the individual dates for this, because we know this box set came out in 2010, the Adventure Pack. Because the Adventure Pack came out after... Because I know you do have documents for the CGI series, despite you don't watch them.
No, I actually don't have a document for CGI. I only just made it for the Model series.
Okay, so I don't think you can list them off for 12 through 21.
I don't think so. But I could tell season 12 aired from October to December of 2008 on PBS Kids.
Yeah, because the UK got in September 2008 before Great Discovery came out on DVD.
Anyways, those are all my Michael Brandon Thomas DVDs.
Yeah, the rest from now on I'm going to be showing mine.
No problem. Yeah, no problem. Can't wait to see them.
That's them all. But at least the last 2 season 12 have Mr. Arkwright scenes.
Right, only two. Only 2 DVDs have Mr. Arkwright. That's a good thing about those DVDs, because I like the Mr. Arkwright segments.
And all the other ones up to these ones I'm showing have Perkins. Rest in peace, Ben Forster.
Right, Perkins debuted in Splish Splash Splosh. Remember?
Yeah, but these 2 have Robert Slade as Mr. Arkwright.
Right. I think he's
at least this one, Percy and the Bandstand, the Arkwright scenes. At least this one he mentions the hills of Sodor with the narrow gauge engines, but on this one he doesn't mention the small railway, narrow gauge railway in Team Up with Thomas. But in Percy and the Bandstand he does. Despite I hate the Man in the Hills.
Oh,
so boring. I hate the Man in the Hills with a burning passion.
Understandable.
Yep. Now, but at least At least I can show you some more. There's like about 3 other Model Thomas compilation releases that came out during the CGI era, but I'll just go both of them quickly. The Foley CGI ones.
Yep. Here's the Hero of the Rails movie. I think which came out in theaters. I think.
Yeah, this came out theaters. I think this came out in theaters before it hit DVD. Because when I get to the other Thomas movie, I'll explain with Misty Island Rescue when we get to that eventually. That one aired on TV before it came out on physical media.
But that aired on PBS Kids or Sprout?
This probably aired on. I don't think this aired in PBS Kids. I don't think this one did.
No, it didn't. I'm talking about Misty Island Rescue.
Yeah, it did. I think it did air on PBS before getting on physical media. But yeah, Hero of the Rails.
Right.
Yeah, that stupid error. Why they'd hear Tom speak in his own voice for the first time, even though that they already just did that in Magic Railroad, Hit Entertainment. Right. Watch the memo. Why didn't you watch Magic Railroad before you made this film?
Right, and also for Misty Island Rescue, that was the first Thomas Blu-ray.
Yeah, in chronological order, but Magic Railroad got a Blu-ray release 10 years later in 2020. But yeah, Holiday Express. There's 5 Brandon episodes on this. And yes, this one unfortunately still has stupid Thomas's frosty friend, but at least, yeah, and it's the last episode just like with Carnival Capers, but at least this one has some ones we can explain. The only one we can explain is Henry's Lucky Day, the season 11 episode. For some reason plays the season 8 intro, but season 11 intro is different from season 8 through 10.
Right, because season 11, that's when the show started to be in HD, high definition. And Henry's Lucky Day, that's from PBS airing on my list here. Oh, it's from Believing, number 44.
Oh, yeah. I think this one is either the first or the second episode, because I think it had the episode Toss in the Lighthouse. I think this was either with Toss the Spaceship or with Thomas in the Lighthouse.
It's the spaceship.
Okay, so this was the second episode on that airing with Toss the Spaceship, because one of the airings had Hector the Horde and Gordon the Mechanic.
Right. Well, actually, those were on. Let's see, Hector the Horde.
Yeah, that was on the airing before Toss the Spaceship and Henry's Lucky Day with Gordon the Mechanic.
Yeah, that's right. From the Unexpected, from number 43.
Holiday Express, everything seems to be the same.
Yeah, but for season 11, the first 5 episodes were shown in theaters on Thomas and Friends on the big screen.
Yep, Holiday Express. I don't know if you have this yet. Like I said, you can find. I would say try to find it, but I want to try doing something cool if I get the holiday favorites with this and another Ultimate Christmas copy, and along with Merry Winter Wish when I get to it soon. When I get to it of Merry Winter Wish. But yeah.
I hope so. Holiday Express, I'll definitely hope to find that soon.
If you can try and find the gift pack with the take along toss with the Santa hat, or you can just get it in a standard case. But I like how this one, the error is fixed on the slim case. It doesn't say 2009/2010. But unfortunately, on the normal version by Lionsgate, it does say 2010, even though this released in late 2009 in November.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep.
And now here's Splish Splash Splosh, the first one to feature Perkins segments in between. I don't think I'm going to mention most of these episodes. Just to save time, I'm just not going to mention most of these episodes.
All right. So that came out in November 2009.
And this came out in January 2010 onto DVD.
Right, and then November. So Thanksgiving 2009 is when it came out in theaters.
And this hit, like I said, hit DVD on the 5th of January after the New Year's Day 2010.
Yeah, well, when that came out in theaters, I wonder how much it grossed. And
I don't know, and this one has Perkins making a cake for Sir Tom Hatt's birthday, even though I don't know why it just says talent when you get to the credits on this, because he's making it should have said make a cake in the credits.
Yeah.
And yes, this does have the Snow Tracks Michael Brandon dub, but we also see the Mark Morgan version. But since we're doing Brandon only, I'm only showing this one because like I said, we don't know how longer Michael Brandon's going to survive throughout the rest of these years.
Why? Is it because he's?
I think he's showing his age. Well, I mean, at least he's still involved with other stuff that doesn't involve children's shows.
Yeah, I mean, he's still alive,
but George Carlin isn't. George Carlin and Michael Angelos are gone.
Yeah, those are the only 2 narrators we lost. looks like Runaway Kite. So it looks like that's the start of season 13. And
Well, that Splish Splash Splosh was, but this is the second season 13 release.
was that released in theaters?
Yep, on January 2010, and this came out on the 2nd of March 2010 on physical media.
Right. So that was like that was 2 days before my 7th birthday. Yep.
That's a Toss the Runaway Kite, and another model series release, The Greatest Stories. This has a ton of Brandon episodes.
That I definitely hope to find soon. Because
I'd say another one, good luck, because this one, well, at least you can find in a thrift store. Make sure it has both the discs inside.
Yeah, I hope so yeah, because there's some Thomas DVDs that could be a little expensive, like the early years on eBay, like the complete first season, early years in 2004. Some copies could be kind of expensive. It's true.
So I keep getting distracted by live chat comments. I'm trying to be showing the collection.
That's okay.
Greatest Stories. There's a couple Brandon episodes. At least they put some of my favorites on this, I guess. Like they put Toss the Birthday Mail. That's cool.
From PBS airing number 38. Strength.
Yep. Toss the Birthday Mail is on here. I do like that one with Toss and Rosie. And we just saw their playdate in Splish Splash Splosh 2 releases ago.
Right. And also for CGI Thomas, that's Martin T. Sherman as Thomas. And
but starting with The Adventure Begins, they switched to Joseph May.
Right. And Martin T. Sherman, I think he did Pac-Man too.
Yep, he did Pac-Man.
And I think he was only in one Pac-Man world. He's only in Pac-Man World 3. I think it was the only time he did Pac-Man.
At least he did something in a video game rather than a kids show.
Yeah.
Greatest Stories. I also has some. I'm glad that they put some ones where they focus on other characters besides Thomas. Like James Gets a New Coat is back on here, but this version I kind of like better with the trucks laugh muted out, even though the narrator says they're giggling.
Oh, yeah. There's some stuff in season 8 that they added, some they removed. Like in Thomas and the Firework Display, they didn't have the O sound in the PBS area, but they just added it on Songs on the Station.
Yeah, they put it on the DVD, but from PBS Kids it wasn't there. Like this one, they removed the Trolls and Trucks laugh in this episode on this DVD.
Oh, so I guess they only had that on PBS Kids and Track Stars.
Yeah, and like for Thomas Saves the Day, the season 8 version on this DVD, I forgot to tell you with Solar Celebration, at least that one doesn't have the out of sync thing happening. But on this DVD, unfortunately, it does. On Thomas Saves the Day, the season 8 version, which I don't. And also, like when after the narrator says the Charleston Trucks came uncoupled from Edward, a weird sound happens. Like it came from somebody's phone in the background. It's like a phone sound went off after the narrator says the Charleston Trucks came uncoupled from Edward.
Oh.
If you get this DVD, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Just get to that point in the episode. You'll know exactly what I'm talking about. But at least on PBS Kids and that other DVD, they didn't do that.
All right.
And with Toss to the Rescue, Michael Brandon said his introduction speech of the Island of Sodor in this DVD much too fast. But on Steamies vs. Diesels and PBS Kids, I'm luckily he didn't do it too fast.
Right. Yeah. Thomas to the Rescue from Steamies vs. Diesels. That was brought back on there.
Yep. And also, yeah, I don't think like also when Salty calls out to Diesel and Mavis, Fresh Diesel from the mainland, the music is cut off. There's no music heard. But in PBS Kids and Steamies vs. Diesels, they did fix that problem. It's also in 2 sampler DVDs, the Diesel Take Along DVD and that rare sampler that also has the Thomas the Circus episode, which I don't have those yet.
Yeah, because there are some sampler DVDs that only have like 2 episodes. There's sometimes some singles.
But with Take Along discs, they only do 1 episode. But yeah, Creaky Cranky is next, which this one has to be my favorite. This and the one on Line of Soda later has my favorite Perkins segments, where Perkins is working hard to get. I think this and the Line of Soda one, which I'll show later, these are my favorites. This one where Perkins gets ready for Mr. Arkwright's birthday. This is the first one on a Perkins one where he does mention the previous driver, Arkwright.
Right, and also, was that in theaters too?
No, like I said, it's just Splish Splash Splosh, The Runaway Kite, and Line of Sodor. This just got straight onto DVD.
Oh, so just all new episodes on that DVD.
Yeah, I think they're all new. Even though they did release on US PBS Kids airings before this DVD came out, I don't know. I'll have to look.
No, it was after that DVD.
Well, anyway, yep, Creaky Cranky. Yeah, not much to say, but this has my favorite. At least I know the episodes are fun on this release, but especially the early bird. Ew, that episode drives me nuts. Why would the narrator say Thomas hasn't pulled the mill before, but he's done that in the past?
Well, yeah, not sure. And
I was like, wake up, hit entertainment, and Michael Brandon.
Right. And once again, opinion handled and respected on CGI Thomas.
But, yep, Miss Down Rescue. Ew, this piece of garbage. But I like how it's better in Blu-ray picture quality anyway. So yeah, I shouldn't really 50/50 150% complain and 50% be happy. Because at least like they look better in Blu-ray picture quality, despite this movie I hate the most of the CGI movies in general.
Right, so yeah, Thomas's Blu-ray debut, we should say.
Well, at least it's the first time we get to see Thomas in really true quality, Blu-ray HD picture quality.
Right. And is that a Blu-ray DVD combo?
Yeah, you can tell this isn't a Blu-ray case.
Right.
But like we know how some movies I would never get these. You know how some of their Pixar films, when they come with Blu-rays and DVDs, but for some reason it includes DVD Blu-ray. It comes in a DVD case, but the DVD is up on the top tray, but the Blu-ray's at the back. But this one, I still put the DVD first, because that's what I do with most of my Blu-rays. I keep the DVD on this side and the Blu-rays on that side.
Yeah, doesn't matter. Yeah, no problem. Doesn't matter how my releases are with them.
I mean, with the ones on the turning trays where they did Blu-rays and DVDs, like, my Toy Story and Toy Story 2 and Monsters, Inc. Blu-rays are like that.
Yeah.
The DVD's at the back.
Right.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, this garbage Miss Young Rescue, I don't want to... Oh! What the hell? My thing was lagging so terribly as hell. Sorry.
What?
My thing was lagging as hell.
Oh, man.
I wasn't even doing anything. I wasn't even touching my thing.
Yeah, it skipped for a second.
Well, it's... By the way, yeah, Miss Young Rescue, I say Thomas fans, watch it once, but if you don't like it, take it back to the store. But if you like it and you can get over these stupid rhyming stuff, then yes, pick it up.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, Zoe all about her getting it, because I'm only going to get model series releases.
And we won't see model Thomas for a long time with Brandon stuff. But yeah, Merry Winter Wish. Now I get to explain something with this and the Holiday Express and Ultimate Christmas. When I get the Holiday Favorites DVD box set, but those don't come with booklets, what I'll do is I'll basically find a spare Thomas Snowy Surprise and Ultimate Christmas, but they come with the booklet, but I'll put it into another DVD. But I asked the cashier for permission, can I please put this DVD guide into another DVD just so I can have it for my personal item? And the cashier will say yes.
Right.
That's the same thing with... I don't think I'm going to do this with Merry Winter Wish. No, I think... Because sometimes it won't come with an insert, so I'm not going to risk it. Yeah. But this one is the best winter one of Perkins as well. You know how this one where he tries to get some presents wrapped for the children, and he actually grabbed the wrong box. He would have been better if he just asked Sir Tom Hatt which was the right box for the presents for the children.
Yeah.
Instead of just grabbing the wrong box with all those smelly old clothes.
Mm-hmm.
But yep, Merry Winter Wish. These Perkins segments are cool. Like I said, I'm not explaining the episodes. We know what the episodes are on this release.
Well,
I only list the episodes if I do a HMR, but all my HMRs are all done.
All right. And I don't think I'm going to mention them because I don't have them listed in my document and still don't care for Thomas and CGI. Oh, well.
I know. But anyway, here's Line of Soda, which this one is my all-time favorite Perkins segment, where this one he builds a model railway in the common room to show, he tells the viewer how he and the other engine drivers do their jobs to build a model railway.
Man, that was actually a good tutorial I did. And also, I'm pretty sure that was the last release to be in theaters.
Yes, because it came out in October 2010, and this released in DVD in December 2010.
Gotcha. And yeah, and then aired on PBS Kids, I believe, later on or after in theaters.
Honestly, I don't know, because we all know that season 14 of Thomas. Some people said they did the UK first in 2010, and then 2011 is when it came out on PBS Kids season 14. But yeah,
Yeah, and sometimes sometimes some of the CGI Thomas episodes are like also sometimes they're like mixed and hard to keep track in order. But
well, at least with the model ones, seasons 8 through 11, they sort of got it right.
yeah,
And here's Wobbly Wheels and Whistles, which one of my favorite. This one has a good Perkins segment as well, where Mr. Perkins wants to go to the beach on his day off, but he has to wait for Henry's delivery, and unfortunately Henry arrived too late.
yeah.
But then
he decided to use his imagination and make the beach in Matford instead.
Yeah. Let me just add Thomas 153. Hey.
You're welcome.
Sure. Wobbly Wheels and Whistles.
So I heard about Michael Brandon because he's my favorite narrator.
Oh,
well, I guess that's okay. Well, at least you heard that Thomas 153. But anyway, Wobbly Wheels and Whistles is.
There was a Timmy Time coupon in there.
Well, it's just advertising the first DVD coming out for
Right.
Timmy Time, which I'm not getting Timmy Time. No, I'm staying away from it.
I mean, it's all right. My opinion, because I like clay animation.
Like it's stop motion, like those Christmas some of those Christmas classics, and Shaun the Sheep and Wallace and Gromit. But yeah, Pop Goes Thomas. This one,
right? Because the theme song's catchy.
Some of these Perkins segments in Pop Goes Thomas make me laugh a lot.
Yeah, because technically he's dressing up for a costume party, trying to find the right costume. And then
like all these like the three he tried to do were the clown, the magician, and the cowboy, but all these other guys were going as that thing, and they said, well, what's wrong with having two cowboys? Because come on, in the Wiggles Cold Spaghetti Western, I didn't mind all four Wiggles were dressed like cowboys.
Right, and for that one, that they released the album in the U.S. first.
Yeah, for Wiggles Cold Spaghetti Western, which I have the DVD, which I don't have the VHS of Cold Spaghetti Western just yet, but luckily I can find the clamshell.
But I
want to get I'm just trying to get the clamshell of Wiggles Cold Spaghetti Western.
Yeah, but I hope to get the DVD counterpart of that soon if I can find it.
It's easy. You just gotta look for the thing that's designed like a cowboy on the spine of Cold Spaghetti Western, and it has like the Cold Spaghetti Western logo, and it's got the design of a cowboy's vest. That's you can tell that's Cold Spaghetti Western. But actually, something else I want to tell you right now, since some other stuff, I did see the Bob the Builder, the big game Lionsgate print, but I didn't buy it because I said, dude, I'm not buying that. I have the original release from 2002.
Okay, so the big game. Was it released on VHS first or DVD first?
VHS first in 2002.
Lyric or Hit?
I think it was definitely Hit Entertainment.
Yeah, because I think only Can We Fix It and To the Rescue are from Lyric. Yeah,
before the Barney release, Let's Go to the Zoo was the last one by Lyric Studios, and the Wiggly Playtime was the last Wiggles release.
Right, and distributed by Lyric, yeah, and for the first and only TV series compilation VHS.
But yeah, Pop Goes Thomas. But at least like this Perkins segment towards the end, when he realizes if he notices if Sir Topham Hatt's going to the party as a silly costume, then he won't be dressed as Sir Topham Hatt.
Yes, that's right. So he decides to dress up as Sir Topham.
The way he did it is basically took these three things from the different costumes, but then he found a way to dress like Sir Topham Hatt. These are the things he took from these other costumes. The two other like basically he took the black coat from the magician's costume and that hat, and he used that yellow suit from the cowboy costume to make him look like Sir Topham Hatt.
And a pillow for Spy, because since he's the fat controller.
Yeah, because he had to fill up his belly like that, or his stomach.
Yeah.
And he did a great Sir Topham Hatt impression, Mr. Perkins, when he was dressed up as him.
Mr. Perkins, you have been a clever engine driver. Going as me, Sir Topham Hatt, is the best thing you ever done. Well done, Perkins.
And then he tells the viewer, and well done, you.
Right.
But yeah, Pop Goes.
You all.
Yep. Something similar we'll see in another one. But yeah, Pop Goes Thomas. At least this one contains a good amount of decent Thomas episodes, but this one that has 3 Thomas-centric episodes and 1 Emily one.
All right.
I can tell you the Steam Team episodes, focus episodes, if you don't mind.
Let's see. Right.
This one has 3 Thomas leads and 1 Emily lead.
Got it. And also an actor, Kerry Shale, was also on CGI Thomas too. He was Sir Topham Hatt, Gordon, Henry,
And James and Sir Topham had to switch voice actors when the adventure begins.
right,
But yeah,
and Kerry
Birth
Shale,
and Birth Express is next.
and also
Where
Kerry
this one,
Shale he was also in Roy the Racing Car as Big Chris.
I didn't know he was in Roy the Racing Car. I don't have any Roy DVDs yet.
I only have one, and it's the only one released in the U.S.
Hopefully, it's not the CGI Roy. I don't think Roy the Racing Car got CGI'd like Thomas did.
No, it was only in clay animation.
Okay, at least that one's just fully clay. It's just claymation because I have to get some Roy the Racing Car DVDs because at least that one they stayed fully claymation even when Thomas and Bob the Builder went CGI.
Right.
Anyway, Birth Express. This one it's just the only Perkins one to have season 12 episodes in between full CGI episodes and season 12 ones with Mr. Perkins.
I see. Nice. And also, Roy the Racing Car and Phoebe and the Flower Tots. Those are the only ones to be fully clayed.
Yeah, those never unfortunately got CGI ones, but I don't like Fifi that much. I think that and Angelina Ballerina are my least favorite girly hit entertainment shows.
Fifi, my opinion, Fifi's pretty good because I like clay animation, and it's created by Keith Chapman, the guy who made Bob the Builder. Hang on a second.
Okay. Birth Express. This one's a decent Thomas DVD.
Dinner's ready.
It is? Okay.
So I think I'll be back a little later before the stream ends.
Okay.
Right. See you in a little while.
Okay. Thomas in charge. And hold on, I'm going to check something fast. I'm still talking. Hold on. Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I have to fix something. Be toss in charge. Still want the ultimate diesel guide for this. Day of the Diesels. Some people hate it. Some people like it. But I like how this one it has not having Thomas being the spotlight of the movie because. Well, one good, one bad, because I hate Percy's negative attitude. Percy's negative attitude, I don't know if it's as equally as... Well, I can't show that because I'm not showing Tale of the Brave. We're only doing stuff with Michael Brandon. I would have to say Percy's negative attitude is... Well, can get in the way sometimes, but in the climax of Tale of the Brave, absolutely terrible. Because, yeah, you can tell how Percy's mad face in the Nitrogen era compared to his Brenner era one can be satisfied. You can easily tell them apart. Day of the Diesels. That's all done. Now we go to Merry Christmas, Thomas. Yep, Merry Christmas, Thomas. Just trying to find a disc solo of this, because I actually should have kept that extra spare copy of Merry Christmas, Thomas, to actually... Well, I could have just kept it to use when I get the holiday collection eventually. There's Rescue on the Rails, which oh yeah. When I noticed that Jake Martin played this in one of my streams, I should have yelled. I also should have gotten angry at that part when Sir Tom Hack got sprayed with water. I should have yelled, "Sir, get over getting wet. It's just water." And he seriously has to yell over getting wet? Well, at least when I get a little wet sometimes, I don't just get furious and yell so hard. Well, sometimes I get mad sometimes if I get a little bit wet. But yeah, if I see... Well, I wasn't mad that Jake Martin played that part in one of my previous streams. But if he does, I'll just tell him I should yell at that part saying, "Sir, stop yelling over getting wet. It's just water." From this disgusting Fiery Flynn episode. Next up, Curious Cargo. Yeah. Front cover first, Curious Cargo. It has that Thomas face, which is also reused on the glow-in-the-dark slipcover of Thomas's Halloween Adventures, which I did mention before. And everyone's disgusted Thomas DVD ever, Up, and Away. Still need an insert for this copy. Can't believe I had this DVD for 5 years now. This copy of Up, and Away. Because I got this from the 2019 train convention, and now... Yeah. Can't believe this year I had this DVD for 5 years. Same thing with the Curious Cargo release. And the Toss of Special Letter DVD. Can you guys believe this? I finally had this version of Up, and Away for 5 years. Maybe I should have done a video on me saying I had this DVD for 5 years. Back in February. But it's May now, so it doesn't matter. Well, yeah. Up, and Away. Blah. That is... Even though some of the episodes do have funny moments in them, I will admit. But yeah, here's something better. Engine Friends. Thank God I do not have the stupid Universal release, because I thought this was only released by Lionsgate once, and that was it. But nope, apparently they did re-release this by Universal. I know you guys out there, this one person in my stream who's just sitting there, just listening to everything I'm saying. All the others probably say they don't have engine friends, but they must prefer greatest stories. Your Schoolhouse Delivery. Shocked this only got a Universal release only in Canada. But here in the US, it's only gotten the Lionsgate print. Schoolhouse Delivery, there's not much to say about this. Yes, I like Being Percy, the episode.
Same.
That's not much to explain with the Perkins scenes, but well, since Peter's left, I'll have to just look through all of this fast. Schoolhouse Delivery, the all fixed up, or just situated. Now onto Blue Mountain Mystery. At least this is the last movie we don't have to deal with Michael Brandon being the narrator as well as voicing Diesel. Thank God I'm not getting the Universal release of this either. Sorry, there was a plastic coming off of my Blu-ray of Blue Mountain Mystery. Yeah, I know someone did a fan-made art of this, where they changed Thomas's expression to angry to tell him to tell the narrator engines to come back when they ran away from him. Blue Mountain Mystery. Yeah, I know someone did a fan image of Thomas with his angry expression instead of his upset face saying, "Don't listen to Diesel," or they could have just said, he could have just said, "Please come, don't run away, you guys. Come back at once," with his angry expression. Fan art. And yeah, at least like I guess I don't mind the one CGI flashback I think they almost got right was the Thomas one from down the mine. But yeah, unfortunately the Scar for Percy ones for and Come Out Henry ones, the Henry one I could understand, but they just had to make Henry, but they couldn't do a CGI old shape Henry. But Percy's I don't understand at all. The Scar for Percy flashback, because I wished at that time they took the lamp off Percy and changed it to how it really was set when the accident occurred. But yep, that's Blue Mountain Mystery. Now on to A Very Thomas Christmas, which I guess I could just use as a temporary placeholder, like as the Thomas's Holiday Collection if I find another copy of this. But yep, A Very Thomas Christmas. First season 16 episodic release of Thomas in the US. Yep, Sticky Situations. Okay, I'm keeping this thing, the cellophane over the magnets brand new sealed. Because why on earth would I put those on my fridge when I'm not a 5-year-old anymore? Yep, Sticky Situations. I think the Charlie and Eddie episode reminds me of, well, when there was a time to be really useful and when there's a time to be fun. I never gained the Universal re-release of this. Yep, that's Sticky Situations. Yep, here's Muddy Matters, first Thomas release of 2013. Yep. Luckily, I found this copy. This was not a Universal re-release, thank God. Luckily, I looked at the pictures very well. Muddy Matters has a cool Perkins scene I remember watching over and over again. Yep, he's getting ready for the sale in the engine driver's common room. We all know that. Yep, this one's showing that being a hard worker can sometimes be dirty work. That's what they say on the back of this release. Next up, we've got Go-Go Thomas. This one even has the even more coolest Perkins scenes I've ever seen on a Thomas DVD. Yes, where he teaches this man, Archie Higginbottom, how to be a useful engine driver. But none of the segments none of the lessons go as planned in these scenes. Go-Go Thomas. Yep, like I said, I think this has the most coolest Perkins scenes I've ever seen on a Thomas DVD. And how for some reason that Archie does know Mr. Perkins' first name. Even though I learned this whenever I have to deal with some customers who are older than me, I have to call them by their last name. Like I say, Mr., Mrs., or Ms., and their last name. But anyway, Go-Go Thomas. Well, like I said, I recommend this as the best Perkins scenes on a DVD to end off the main Nitrogen era releases. And next we go straight to this Animals Aboard whatchamacallit. Why did this get a Universal re-release? Because they just released it just once by Lionsgate, kind of like I said with Engine Friends.
I have Animals Aboard, but Universal reprint.
Blah! I hate the Universal print. Well, not only do I don't like the re-releases of the poster art, but I don't like how these have clear discs. Yep. Yeah, I don't know why a lot of people say don't pick this up. Oh, guess is coming in. Who's coming in? Oh, Peter's back.
Hey there, I'm back.
Okay, good. Well, at least we're at the last two releases to feature Michael Brandon as the narrator.
No problem.
Just two left with Animals Aboard, which this one, they for some reason reused the Mr. Perkins scenes from Runaway Kite, where he's teaching the parrot how to behave well, be key.
So I guess that release was probably released after the episodes aired on PBS Kids, I guess.
Way after they aired.
Oh, I bet.
Because this DVD came out before King of the Railway did, Animals Aboard.
Right. And around the time, and also around the time of the early 2010s, I think Oral Toothpaste and Hard Rock Hotel were were sponsoring Thomas on PBS.
I don't like the season 12 ones. They did the Orajel toothpaste.
All right. Well, I think for season 11 and for season 11, Lego Duplo sponsored Thomas, and Oro they sponsored Thomas in season 12 too.
I think they did Lego Duplo in season 12 as well.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
And like yes, that I forgot to mention Perkins scenes because you weren't there, but I'll just mention them on ones I just forgot to before we get to the next one. Like this one, unfortunately, reuses the runaway kite scenes from Mr. Perkins teaching the parrot Beaky how to behave well.
Right.
On the previous ones, that like when you left, I think I went up to Birthday Express for that one. Mr. Perkins wants to do a talent,
right,
for the talent show.
Right, and then he just figured out that he couldn't find one, so he just figured out that Tom had told him that he still is talented after all for being a really useful driver.
Yep, I started your TV.
Yeah. Huh? Yeah. I'm watching a movie. It's Catch Me If You Can.
Oh, okay.
Have you ever seen it?
Yep, I seen it. It was really good.
Yeah, it's a movie with Tom Hanks. This came out Christmas of 2002.
Wow, that's fair, and that DVD came out in 2003. But anyway,
right, it's DVD.
And the Perkins segments on Toss and Charge, where he's getting ready to do a band in the common room to take to the Knapford bandstand, but all the other drivers could make because there was too much confusion in the layout of the tracks.
Of course, that's right. Of course, Catch Me If You Can. It's from Steven Spielberg.
Yeah, and also you have the Merry Christmas Thomas ones where Mr. Perkins has to stay in the engine driver's common room because it's too snowy to go anywhere.
Right. He gets snowed in, and he finds out he's out of coal, and he's in a lot of trouble for a while. But then Thomas actually got through the snow, I guess, probably with a snowplow, carrying a bunch of coal cars. I guess he's the only engine that survived, and good thing he gave him some coal, and then his problem was solved. Boom.
Yep, and then the Rescue on the Rails one where Mr. Perkins wants to set up the Great Pafino's magic show on Rescue on the Rails, but then all of a sudden he had to take his place because the Great Pafino was stuck getting off the mainland.
Right. Mm-hmm. That's right.
And then Curious Cargo, he had to get everything cleaned up for the inspection at the common room, but luckily the inspection got canceled.
But still good. But still important to keep the room clean. Yeah.
Then he learned he didn't have to rush after all.
Right.
And then the Up and Away one, yeah, those have some of the most okay episodes, but that one where Perkins tries to get his carrots to grow.
Right.
Yeah, and he wanted to take his carrots to the show. Like at the one where he tries to get his carrots pulled out, he tried to pull one out, but some of them grew too tiny, and he was very upset.
That's right.
But then all of a sudden, one he tried to pull out, but it was stuck tight, and he told the viewer he's going to need your help.
Oh, yeah, right. Like imaginary help.
He counted 3, and he counted 3. He pulled on 1, 2, 3, and he pulled out a gigantic parrot.
Right, and he won first prize.
Yeah, and he softly sobbed, saying he never won a medal before.
Right, we never see him cry.
Thank you very much, and welcome to Tell the Truth.
Yep, and then of course, we skip Engine Friends because those don't have Perkins segments, but
right.
On this show,
but the Schoolhouse Delivery one where he tries to paint a picture of these tomatoes in a bowl in the engine driver's common room, but he kept ruining his picture 3 times.
Right, yeah, but then he comes an idea, like he decides to just finish something else, and he turned them into one whole picture of James, which was amazing.
Yep, and then nothing Blue Mountain Mystery, but for A Very Tall Christmas, this is the first time. Well, like all the Perkins segments, Perkins stays in the engine driver's common room before the credits roll. This one, he's staying in the common room all throughout the night.
That's right. I remember that because that was the only season 9 release I used to have as a kid. I had it because I got that for Christmas when I was 9 in 2012. That's when I was obsessed with Thomas still at that time, and I decided to, and I thought the CGI episodes were good at that time too. But that was
Yep.
the only season 9 release I used to have, but I don't have it anymore.
Well, at least like the Perkins segments are still on there because
Yeah.
that one Mr. Perkins has to get ready for bed, like has to get to bed soon so he can get ready for that special in the morning.
Right. And then I think the next release after that is Go Go Thomas, where
No, actually no, it's Sticky Situations where he's getting ready for the treasure hunt with the children. He had to find the gold coins of James, Gordon, and Thomas.
Oh yeah, okay. And then I think it's Go Go Thomas.
No, Money Matters after Sticky Situations.
Oh.
Yeah, Money Matters where Perkins gets ready. That one he really sobs Perkins because he explains there's a book that makes people want to cry.
Oh.
That's where he really sobbed because he's
right. And I don't think those segments are on YouTube, maybe due to copyright.
For some reason the UK one's got on YouTube without copyright.
Yeah, but the US version is not. Neither is the one for Go-Go Thomas where he trains Archie.
Yep, that's the one after Money Matters, the Go-Go Thomas one where he trains Archie how to be a really useful driver.
And Archie keeps getting a bunch of distractions in him, but then
he just messes up. He keeps messing up terribly because
yeah. But then when he answered the call, he started to get strong focus.
Yeah, and I did mention the Animals Aboard one, but now we can show off the last release, Wild Water Rescue, because I wanted to catch up on stuff.
Right.
Which does have 5 Brandon episodes, just like with the Holiday Express release.
Yep. So yeah, the very last Michael Brandon episode ever released.
With Michael Brandon, yeah, the last release ever with Michael Brandon, but it's the only Universal release that I know to do that.
Right. And also for earlier when we were showing It's Great to Be an Engine and Soda Celebration, you guys already know that this does not include Engine Roll Call. It's Great to Be an Engine and Soda Celebration.
But those 14 episodes did have the Engine Roll Call when they aired on PBS Kids.
That's right. Mm-hmm. It sure did.
Wild Water Rescue. There's no Perkins segments to speak of this one, but I know this one. He just reads the Railway series book.
Yeah, because story time with Mr. Perkins. Those were like on YouTube. I think that's the only. I think they only showed one on PBS. I think, and only one on and I'm not sure how many they showed on physical media though. It might have been the only one. I'm guessing you read Thomas Goes Fishing, maybe.
No, in Signals Cross, he read Thomas Goes Fishing. In what was it? I don't know the ones on Engines to the Rescue, to be honest, because I didn't watch that all the way through because I wanted to try out the DVD. Just some episodes. I'll have to look through the DVD just to be sure, but I know in Santa's Little Engine, he did the Flying Kipper from the Henry the Green Engine book.
Right.
Thomas Way he didn't do a Railway series book, but in Spills and Thrills he did the truck story from one of the Narrow Gauge Engine Railway series books.
Right. And then all the other ones are on YouTube.
Like on Trouble in the Tracks, he did Pop Goes the Diesel from the Duck and the Diesel Engine book.
Right. And also with Mark Morrigan's PBS airings, for some of them, they showed Mr. Perkins' Railway segments.
Yeah, those ones where he shows off a Heritage Railway.
Right. Well, they also showed Down by the Station segments with Michael Brandon too.
We never got those. We never got those in the U.S. on DVD. Those Down at the Station segments where Michael Brandon narrates them.
Looks like they're only PBS Kids only.
But at least we got some Perkins on the Heritage Railway segments on DVD, which is cool. I think this one he explains how steam engines use their fuel, like water and coal, and how diesels use their diesel fuel.
Right, they all need those to move.
Just like how we humans need legs to move ourselves.
Yeah, and fruits and vegetables and liquids. Yeah.
Wild Water Rescue, but at least there's something you can. I can show you since I have Wild Water Rescue on the DVD. If you get this, Peter, click on the Termination song. It'll play the model version in this DVD.
That's right, but I already have that on Sounds from the Station.
But if you get this one, they do show one scene from Calling All Engines in this version of the model version of Determination.
Nice. Even though that's cool, but even though they still show that, I still don't plan to get any CGI Thomas home media releases, unfortunately. But
Let's
okay,
go on with.
sorry to. I don't want.
No, it's okay. That's okay. Just keep finishing your sentence. But yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying not to repeat this. Sorry, because I know you already understand.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just that I feel that I'm just mostly nostalgia for the stop motion versions of our childhood. The ones before they got revamped to CGI.
Yeah. We all know Toss the Tank Engine is one of them.
Right, and Bob the Builder and Fireman Sam. Well, I only like the first 5 seasons of Fireman Sam, but I mostly watched the season 5 of Fireman Sam when Sprout aired it.
Yeah, because I mean, it's something I could talk about Fireman Sam for like a first couple of minutes because I think I'm gonna end the stream. I think I'll just end the stream abruptly in 15 minutes because I have actually finished the collection.
Hey, take your time.
Yeah. A confession for Fireman Sam, the episode Fire finale, which is on the Engines and Escapades DVD. I wish they could have just turned off because you know how when Norman actually, not Norman the Diesel from Thomas and Friends, but this kid Norman
Price.
But I think he's voiced by.
Struggled so hard that eventually he turned that cream into.
The voice of Norman Price in Fireman Sam.
Isn't that John Sparks, who also does Sam and probably a couple other characters, maybe?
I think so. Yeah, but I don't know why in the Fire finale episode he did like when the water got all over the guitar thing, it caused a fire to occur. Could he just turned it off first before that happened?
Yeah, because that's important. Yeah, before you unplug the wire from the guitar amp, you gotta turn off the amp first because it could be a loud sound.
Yeah, but if water pours on it, guess what happened? A fire occurred.
Right. I mean, I'm not sure why pouring water accidentally pouring on an electric guitar amp that could really cause a fire. That makes I don't know if that's true.
I mean, I don't know if it can happen in real life because I've never done that accident.
Maybe it could short out, possibly, or maybe steam too. Like that's what happens when liquid gets on like TVs. They like short out and steam and like zap a bit.
Which I don't do that because I'm not a dumb kid who does something like that.
No, right. Well, I'm sure we've seen that happen on accident, like in cartoons and shows.
Like that.
There was an episode 2 of Drake and Josh, like the Doombug episode. Drake put his glass of root beer on the top of the TV, and Josh almost threw a pillow at him, but Drake ducked, and the pillow hit the root beer, caused it to spill on top of the TV, and it broke the TV. It's like shorted out. Like
that was horrible.
You've watched Drake and Josh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite shows of all time. We definitely need that on a complete series DVD.
Yeah. So think with like Carly, they need to release an actual complete series of iCarly.
iCarly's okay, in my opinion. Yeah.
I know you like Drake and Josh better.
Yeah. Because that's my favorite show that Dan Schneider made.
Yep. Joseph's Movie Corner, the live chat says hi. Hello to you, Joseph's Movie Corner.
Howdy. And also, like Shout Factory, they got to release a bunch of complete series DVDs. Like, they got to release the complete series of Thomas here in the U.S. of the model series.
I mean, it's easy for the model series, but to think, I mean, how can they do all the fully model ones if there's 11 fully model seasons?
Like they should do it like all in or when they aired on PBS / released on home media. Like I made a document and kind of want to send it out to Shout Factory with a letter. see if they'll do it.
Yep.
That's what I'm thinking.
I was just showing something about calling legends again since we're done with the collection.
I'm sorry, we don't loan suits when you open.
Darcy.
Yeah, some people said they should replace Toby with Henry or Edward because it's strange how Toby's in the movie, but he doesn't speak for some reason.
Oh, I see. Also, before I ate dinner, as I mentioned, I like Fifi and the Flower Tots and Roy the Racing Car, but I respect your opinion on Fifi.
Yeah, I would say I want to try Roy the Racing Car.
Yeah, Roy the Racing Car is I love that. I actually love that show. It's really, really cool. I loved it when Sprout aired it. Yeah, they aired the US of it, and I thought it was just like a really cool show that Keith Chapman developed. Well, you're by David Jenkins and Keith Chapman. Keith Chapman, creator of Bob the Builder and Fifi and the Flower Tots, and creator of Paw Patrol as well.
Yeah, and yeah, I know another thing. Michael Brandon does narrate the whole menu of Thomas's Sword Celebration, even the fun and game. I wish they could have still just used Robin Smith.
Oh,
Yeah, they never did a version where they changed it to bring back Robin Smith to narrate the menu. On this,
well, Robin Smith didn't he? He voiced the characters on some of the menus.
yeah, but he's gone now. Robin Smith.
Oh, is he dead?
Yeah, he back in 2022 he did.
Oh,
No one knows the reasons why he passed away. I know he passed away 2 years ago. Robin Smith.
oh.
I'm sure you're making them a show.
Looks like he looked pretty young.
I couldn't remember how old he was.
I admit that, but these people want blood. They want my store. They threaten to put me in jail.
Oh shit!
I saw shit. Talk about something with Engine Friends. I'm never getting the Universal re-release of Engine Friends. Don't go near it. It's
well, I hope to find that release pretty soon. I think that was the very last model series release, actually.
well, yeah. Well, this came out during the CGI seasons.
Yeah.
Were out.
I have Engine Friends DVD, but in Lionsgate.
Okay, at least mine Lionsgate copy comes with a slip cover.
Right.
Just let him take a call like that.
You didn't take anything. We took him. We overpaid by $500. Come on, Frank. Let's return the suit.
Sorry if I turned my lights off.
Well, it's okay.
But we can still talk though.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just that like sometimes when I watch a movie at night, I like to watch with the lights off. It's like a theater.
Oh, okay. Wait. Yep. I'm glad I found Engine Friends for a good deal.
That I'm also hoping to find soon.
Yep. At least we got. Well, at least like most of these episodes, they were already on video before and TV. So.
Yeah. Correct. Like seriously, they got to release. Yeah. Yeah. Seriously, this is no joke. They got Shout Factory really has to release a whole U.S. complete series DVD of Thomas. Of course, like or of the model series. Wonder why. Like, hope there won't be a lot of licensing issues for some of them. Do you think maybe that's why some of the season 10, 11 episodes weren't released on physical media? Maybe some due to licensing issues. Maybe.
I think that's maybe the problem. But anyway.
Yeah.
And.
I opened the checking.
Yeah, licensing issues. The same thing with why a lot of Drake and Josh episodes are not released on physical media either. Probably same thing with Big Time Rush too.
Yeah, I'm just trying to find the Sounds of Sorter version of Mud Glorious Month with slipcover.
Seriously, like, what's the problem with licensing issues?
I have no clue. But anyway.
Yeah, it's the same thing. Yeah, and also same thing with why some characters are not in Super Smash Brothers and Mario Kart too, as I mentioned in some of our gaming live streams.
Yeah.
Yeah, licensing issues. Bullshit. It's probably licensing issues of a lot of things.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm still hoping if I get that double feature of Universal release of Thomas's Trusty Friends and On-Site with Thomas. Because at least, like, I just don't want to have too many double features, so I'll just get, this will be my only double feature I have, technically.
Alright.
Well, this is why I'm holding Trusty Friends, because with its prequel On-Site with Thomas, it's listed first.
Right.
But when I get the Universal one, they put them in the correct order.
I might maybe I'll get that one in on site. Maybe we'll see.
I recommend getting I think I should get the double feature just to save more space.
Yeah,
It's just like I have the adventure pack all in one box set.
Yeah, so it looks like that's technically the complete 12th season.
Even though they just the episodic releases packaged all in one.
Right. Well, I guess the early years and adventure pack are the only complete seasons released. Technically. Yeah, because the early years is the complete first season, and adventure pack is the complete 12th season. Also with PBS Kids episodes of Thomas that were released after airing. I wish on the Arbor. I wish I could say stories as seen on PBS Kids.
Yeah,
that'd be another good thing.
At least like these Thomas TVs I'll show. Let me just bring them back.
Kind of like how some old VHS used to say stories as seen on Shining Time Station.
Yeah, like at least like this Thomas's Sword Celebration I'll show you.
Well,
it says,
yeah, at least there's a PBS coupon. Well, just has a PBS logo on the first page on the cover.
Yeah, because it says because that's what I know. But Amtrak was actually invented before the Thomas TV series came out.
Yeah, Amtrak. That's been a railroad for a long time. That used to be a sponsor for the Shining Time Station family specials from 1995.
That's something new to show.
Yeah, like because Shining Time Station, they only had 4 family specials in 1995.
I mean, I do know they have a spin-off called Schemer Presents.
Oh yeah, well, there's also Mr. and Mr. Conductor's Thomas Tales. That was the last spin-off.
Yep, it does feature season 4 episodes.
Right. Well, some are the ones that haven't been released yet, but some that were already released too.
Mr. and Mrs. Abigail, this is not a question of your son's attendance. I regret to inform you that for the past week, Frank has been teaching Mrs. Glass's French.
Thomas had a lot of good sponsors on TV.
His son has been pretending to be a substitute teacher.
Yep, and of course Amtrak sponsored season 9, as I said earlier.
Mrs. Glasser has been ill.
Along with Learning Curve.
Yeah.
Because nothing inspires passion quite like the magic of train travel. Amtrak is proud to support Thomas and Friends on PBS. You can never have your family faces out on the rails. So I can say
but the version in Calling All Engines, they just say they admitted the line saying Amtrak is proud to support Thomas and Friends on PBS Kids. This one they just say Amtrak is proud to support Thomas and Friends.
Oh, Calling All Engines has the Amtrak promo?
Yeah, in the Thomas Friends Partners trailer on this DVD, but the original 2005 release of Calling Legends, not the reprint from 2009, which I'm never getting.
Nice. And then for the Learning Curve, it's Learning Curve is proud to support Thomas and Friends on PBS Kids. Let's see. Learning Curve comes as a child's play. Learning Curve, toys and immigrant products. Sorry, I'm just trying to say what I can remember from that promo.
I never did a Learning Curve trailer of Thomas on any of these releases.
Yeah, no, because I was only on season 9 PBS airings. And
let's see. Yep, just looking at this Calling Legends booklet. Nothing.
You remember that girl Joanna I was telling you about? Yeah, I asked her out today. I think we're gonna go to the junior prom. Is this my driver's license?
Yep, Catch Me If You Can, of course.
Yeah, I know. That's playing on your TV, but yeah.
That movie's a classic.
Yeah, I'm trying to get a slipcover for my Come Ride the Rails release.
I might try. Yeah, well, I have to reissue that. Maybe I'll keep the reissue for now. Maybe until I can maybe find the original release. I mean, I might try and get or maybe I'll just keep the reissue. Well, the reissue it'll still have the same episodes, and it'll still have the old Hit Entertainment logo. It just has new previews. That's the only new thing. And I think it'll have the same Hit Extra.
Yeah.
Got a sandwich, Paula. I'll see you later, huh?
Wait.
Yep, Halloween Adventures, where I said I'll get the 2008 slipcover where it's not glittery by Anchor Bay.
And that's the only. It was just what?
Thanks, Frank.
And it's not glittery.
And that's the only release to have George Carlin's redub of Thomas Gets Tricked from Shining Time Station.
Yeah, can't find a Thomas Gets Tricked 1995 VHS.
Yeah, that's like so hard to find. That's where his version of Edward Helps Out appears on.
Yeah, it's
That same day Thomas's Special Letter was released to VHS.
I'll make you a sandwich.
Yep. So I think I'm just gonna go ahead and stop. Yeah,
Oh, wait, you know,
I think I'm just gonna go ahead and stop. Yeah, just to be sure.
to end the live stream?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, no problem. So you're gonna possibly go to bed soon?
Yeah.
No problem. Well, thanks for everything once again.
Sure.
Yep. Yeah, good thing you and I are friends on YouTube now. I'm enjoying these.
Yep. Of course.
Yep. So in that case, to infinity
And beyond.
All right. Have a good night. You've been really useful.
Yep, I sure have.
Yep. Peace out.
Yep, so peace out. All right, it's your cue to go, Thomas. We've found 2-3.
All right. See ya. I'll see you in the next stream.
Okay. Well, anyways, yep. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed this stream where I showed off Thomas Home Media releases, where it features Michael Brandon as the narrator. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed it. Stick around for a couple more streams coming up very soon. Yep, that's it, everyone. And, of course, bye for now.